Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Executive Vice President Systems, Oracle, John Fowler.
It's a dance party, I guess. So welcome to the world's hottest technical presentation. Okay, I guarantee you're going to remember this when you drink your beer later. So sorry about the weather, but that's the way it goes. We like to do things outside because we're from California. And for once, San Francisco is hot. So in this session, we're going to have several different topics. I'm the head of engineering for hardware at Oracle, and I'm deeply committed to providing significant technical innovation in our hardware products. And we invest heavily to go create those. As part of that investment, we partner closely with a whole variety of companies. Our next speaker I'm going to introduce is a partner named Dimension Data, who's been building mission-critical clouds using ERP and other critical business applications. And what Baba has done is pushed our state-of-the-art to make us go and improve our products in security, multi-tenancy, and performance, so you actually can realize true cloud environments where running the kind of business-intensive workloads that ERP demands. So please invite up Baba to speak. All right, thank you.
All right. It's always an honor being introduced by John Fowler. It's just amazing, legend. Hi everyone, my name is Nadimpalli. I work for Dimension Data. I have a weird accent and I talk a little fast. But I'm here to kind of briefly talk to you about what we've been talking to customers about so far, right? Different types of things, mainly around hybrid IT. What we've been hearing from customers lately and their response back on how we can help transform their business a little faster. The slide showing up? All right, excellent. So Dimension Data, we're spread across about 58 countries worldwide, about an $8 billion company. We're part of the NTT group. And what we do mainly is around infrastructure services, right? So we started in South Africa, we kind of grew from South Africa out through Europe, Asia, Australia, and now here in the Americas. And we've been gathering up a lot of really cool IP along the way to kind of help service our customers a little better. Because of that global footprint, most of our customers are like the Fortune 100, 500 companies, right? Because we really help them kind of get scale. And it's not just a regional sales office in each country, it's to make sure that we have everyone from the CEO to engineers in each country and help deliver each solution effectively on time. We're big partners of the ASO. If you're a big fan of cycling, you might have seen our logo flash up a couple of times. What we've done with the ASO is really try to gather up all the cool things that we can do around the world and deliver it on a global scale in real time. So if you see a rider analytics, so if you see data on where the riders are at any point in time, you'll always see a Dimension Data logo and someone sitting in the back of a truck somewhere punching out data in real time, right? It's incredible. And so we're very strong partners with multiple different tech vendors to make sure that we help scale each of our customers. Oracle is obviously a very large partner of ours. I'm responsible for the Oracle Dimension Data relationship worldwide. So that means I'm responsible for Oracle as a customer, a partner, and as a channel across about 138 countries that we do business in. So out of all the different things that we've done, whether it's networking or data centers or IP, telephony or videos, or cloud-based architecture, security, we've all kind of wrapped that up into 4 basic ways that a customer can consume our technology. Workspaces for tomorrow, hybrid cybersecurity, hybrid cloud, and to make sure that each of these areas are business outcome led, business outcome specific. And so everything underpins that with security and digital infrastructure for us. So Oracle and us, we've been in a relationship with Oracle for about 20 years, really, but 12 years as a real strategic partner. And that is about the time that Oracle acquired PeopleSoft a long time ago. And what we've done with Oracle is that our team's actually sitting right here on the 4th row. That whole team over there actually designs and deploys Oracle Cloud worldwide. We work alongside Oracle and make sure that across all their 17 data centers, we've got the right type of technology and IP. Whenever they try to acquire a new company, we merge them into the Oracle fold and do a whole bunch of security and analytics around it too. So we've used some of that IP and developed our own, where we've taken a lot of our data centers that we've got part of the NTT group And what we've done is we've placed Oracle engineered systems within those data centers where we can either host directly for a customer or we can do shared infrastructure too. And that's really what we started. We started around those lines so that we can actually go deploy and consume Oracle workloads and help customers consume it in a consumption-based model, not necessarily just an output with separate types of vendors all over the place. And so it's the whole engineered systems platform. It's superclusters, Exadators, PCAs, ZFS, OOWs, Exalytics, and into the future, OCM, and the Exadata as a service platform too. So what that allows us to do is basically combine all the different infrastructure that a customer would want to run their Oracle workloads and non-Oracle workloads together and deploy it as a single source. What that's allowed us to do is really partner very closely with both customers and partners together. So most of our customers are on a transformational journey, right? And they're really interested in moving towards the cloud at some point. They can't necessarily shut everything down that they've currently got and just switch it over to the cloud. So they really want to kind of talk to us about how we can help them grow through that transformational journey over time. So if it's assets that they've got on-premise at the moment, how do they get a better ROI on that asset? How do they get more migration and more usage out of that asset? If that asset is being able to be transferred onto an off-premise environment into a private cloud, can we do a whole buyback and then transform and standardize onto a single platform as a complete OpEx-based model, slowly moving towards private cloud, right? That way, security, compliance, risk, everything else is kind of bundled into an entire service where a customer doesn't have to worry about which data center it's in, which location it's in, whether they've got the right type of security and compliance around it. You could count the number of businesses that are actually on public cloud today, right? There's only a handful that run their entire workloads, their entire mission-critical workloads on the public cloud. And so what we've seen with that is more and more of our customers are saying, let's go use public cloud scale for everything DR, archive, backup related. And most of our customers are saying, because we're in the financial services or healthcare or public sector, help us deliver these workloads better, help us consume these workloads better, so that we don't have to be in the data center game. We don't have to be in the applications game. Because that's not our core function, that's not our core workload. And so we're partnering very closely with public cloud vendors like Oracle, and we're one of the few MSP partners that Oracle's announced over the last few days. So what that allows us to do is really bundle in the entire hybrid IT journey. Everything from whether a customer has a whole bunch of assets on-prem, whether they've got an existing partner or provider, or a data center of their choice. If they've got a data center that they'd like us to put it in, if they've got specific security or compliance concerns that need to be met. What about DR, business continuity? And what is their actual journey for public cloud? I mean, if you take the technology aside, great tech, right? Works well, runs your business, you can produce quotes, you can take orders, but what is your business really focused on? What's your business outcome? And based on that, we can help you deliver better, deliver more. So we started with private cloud. Our cloud service offering was called CSFO, right? Cloud Services for Oracle. We talked to about 40 CIOs over the last year, and I was on stage this time last year talking about how cool our private cloud is. And most of the CIOs that I talked to, they're like, yeah, the private cloud's pretty cool, the public cloud's cool too. What do I do with all my stuff? I mean, I've invested in heaps of CapEx already. Where do I go with it? So what we've done is quickly augmented that solution with everything else, right? Managed services, hosting, compliance, audits, professional services. So it has the full stack from on-prem to off-prem to public. What are the analysts saying about it? Analysts are saying that the majority of your data is going to move off-prem, right? That's what, if you talk to, this is from IDC, same thing with Gartner, same thing with Forrester. Most of your equipment is going to be moving off-prem. Well, that's the plan anyway. How can you help achieve that goal and still mitigate risk at the same time? If you look at the amount of data, that's out there, what we've done is basically captured that entire market and delivered everything as a full scale, so bottom-up approach, right, for us. Because we started with infrastructure, we started building our data centers for companies. We've got the experience with Oracle, and we've got the experience with other partners too. So we basically get the data centers, infrastructure, platform, database, operating system, combine everything together. And within our data centers, we've rolled it out in Santa Clara and Ashburn in the US. Around the world, we've got another facility in Middle East Africa. We've got opportunities coming up in Europe to kind of expand that out too. But what this allows us to do is provide a complete package solution at our facility, or even take on existing facilities too. Our people, and the way that we've chosen our data centers is mainly around the security and compliance aspects, right? I mean, if that's the main holdback in you moving towards cloud and your customers moving towards cloud, that's probably the first thing that we should tackle. So we went after our data centers to be FISMA, FedRAMP compliant, SOC compliant, PCI compliant, HIPAA compliant, so we can host a whole wide array of verticals within our data center and cage them off independently, taking care of the security and compliance aspects straight away. Our people, we've got global service centers to help service the solution from infrastructure and lights on all the way to platform, so you can just consume that as an OpEx-based model. And then we can, as NTT Group, we can partner to deliver the applications. If you've got an application partner of your choice, like most customers do, we can partner with your application partner. Or if there's a specific vertical that you're in, to go deliver financial services-based products, right, or clinical trials for healthcare, or education stuff for universities to make sure that you retain your students better. We can deliver each of those little instances very well customized by your partner as an OpEx-based model. It no longer has to be two separate transactions. It's not about CapEx here and OpEx there, CapEx, OpEx, people everywhere. You can kind of manage the entire thing through one vendor, one seamless experience. And that's really what we're going for, to kind of simplify that consumption-based model. We've got data centers all over the place, as I mentioned. This is the data centers where we've hosted our cloud facilities, about 17 data centers worldwide. And what we've done is we've also built up what we call the One Cloud platform. What this allows is Tier 2 service providers to white label our cloud as their own, so they can help their customers go from local to global. So if you look at the business outcome section over here at the bottom, the business value section, that's really what we focus on, right? And we tie that back into our overall service. So we really try to understand, okay, fine, you've got your favorite type of tech, you've already bought a whole bunch of licenses, you've already got a whole bunch of customers, you're doing a little bit of outsourcing here and there, you've got some data centers, maybe a little bit of DR, sometimes the DR works, sometimes it doesn't. Well, what are you going to do to help make sure that you are competitive in the marketplace against your competitors better? How can you make sure that your environment is stable enough for growth? You don't want to go set out plans to go conquer the world and then look back and your data center's on fire, right? So you want to make sure that it's stable and complete, compliant, DR, security, you've got the people involved to deliver it on the best scale so that you can go focus on your core business. So really, if you divide it up, our offering is not a one-size-fits-all. It's to try to be as flexible and as nimble as possible, right? Flexibility first for us, and then scale. So how do we deliver flexibility? It's around really it's a 3x3 matrix for us. Ownership, location, and management. The customer, a partner, and us. And between that 3x3, we try to understand how you'd like to consume your service. Do you want to own the equipment? Do you want to own the license? Do you want to manage it yourself? Or do you want the partner to manage it? Do you want us to manage it? Do you want us to just provide a financial services wrapper around the entire thing? How would you like to deliver and consume this entire platform, and how can we help you get there? And that's really our key differentiator here. That we analyze each workload to understand which workload needs to be on-prem in a private enterprise cloud, which can be off-prem in a dedicated cloud or a shared cloud, and what kind of workloads don't really need compliance or strict security measures and can go move into the complete public cloud. So to summarize, what we've done is combined everything together, started with private cloud, moved into the professional services, managed services. Because of NTT, we've got a whole bunch of money that we can help create really flexible solutions around. We can go buy out entire systems. And because we started in data center, networking, and security, it really helps us focus on the core things that really matter to our customers. So if you're moving to cloud, let us help transform that journey for you. Let us help you accelerate that journey. Roll the video, please.
We've moved our focus away from the pure printing of photographs to enhancing the customer experience. Fuji developed a product called Imagine. Imagine is a cloud-based solution linked into all the social media platforms. The benefits of cloud-based computing is not only is it secure, easy to access, but it is scalable. When we were looking at selecting a partner that would help us bring this product to the market, we were looking at a partner that is the leader that can provide a standard for Imagine across the world. And we believe that Dimension Data is that partner.
Digital is key for the sport, generally speaking. It's definitely key for cycling. It's going to be the very first year when we're going to experiment a full data tracking system on the Tour de France. Clearly, I mean, that is where we're going to have and need a huge support from big analytics.
We have a global footprint of cloud infrastructure that we will be leveraging to deliver the solutions for ASO. We have a deep knowledge of analytics that will enable us to deliver meaningful data.
I mean, I have quite a long history, you know, with partners, and but this one is very special because this one is not only being a partner of ASO, it's co-producing the future of digital cycling.
The G20 event, the hugest thing that I've ever done, that the department's ever done, ever. It was just astronomical. It was the first cloud-based implementation of its size for leaders in the world. 23 world leaders with all of their support staff descending on Brisbane. Billions of people watching sink or swim. There was no in between.
When you make a conscious decision to move into a consumptive-based platform and you plan for it properly, including the security elements and so forth, you can actually deliver an incredible outcome.
The ICT was absolutely flawless. It was well regarded, it was highly available, it was really secure. It met all the expectations and exceeded all the expectations of all the people that were there. It was just absolutely spot on.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.